Alright, Shalawam. Alright, first off, foremost, I'm going to say, call Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS that rule well. Alright, the true men of the Lord who taught this truth for over 3 decades. Alright, starting with the Apostle Tahar and down. And Shalawam to Achyms that is pushing the truth through spirit and the power and the name of Yahawashi to seal the elect, followed by the 1/3. Alright, that's risky your bias to do so. Alright, that's out there diligent, day in, day out, season in, season out. Alright, Shalawam to you Israelite foreigners that scattered across the 4 winds of the earth. Alright, that's also in this fold, doing the work of Yahawashi. Alright. Hey man, really I want to get to a lesson about putting up the old man. Alright, because before, alright, every brother had, their lot, everybody had, their iniquities, alright. Everybody was wicked, alright. Me myself, I was wicked as well too. Alright, but once you come to the truth, have to put away childish things and become that new man. Alright? Because come this truth, man, you have to be born again. Alright, you have to be born again, have to be born again, have to learn the ways of Yahawashi, right? You have to follow the commandments, build your faith, man. Have faith first. First and foremost, alright? Because that old man like knowledge. Alright, but now that you're in the truth, after you're growing spiritually, alright, and becoming that new man. Alright, and as you grow in this truth and grow spiritually growing to grow up to keep putting on that new man, at the same time you throwing away and breaking off that old man. Alright? This is the book of 1 Corinthians 13 verse 11, and it says, "When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child." All right. So when you was in the world, all you thought was about things that was just vain, things that was just folly. All right. So when you was in the world, Jake, man, think about weed, smoking weed, money, cars, clothes, hoes. All right. Things getting edge ups. Eating pork, everything that was really contrary to the scriptures and contrary to Yahawashi. That's the things that we did before the truth, because those things that we were taught, all right, in this captivity, all right, because that was the things that we did as the old man before coming into this truth, all right. And once you come to this truth, you put off those things that you did, all right. You put off the chasing after other men's wives, women, or you put off smoking weed, like I say, just basically, man, just being a wicked nigga, basically. All right, and I'll read it again. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I spake, so like when I was a child, I spake as a child. All right, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. Right, so basically, when you was in the world, you did all these things, all right, as a child, spiritually. All right, because you didn't know that you were an Israelite. You didn't know that you were came from a chosen line of people. All right, you didn't know anything. So you did all these things, that were wicked. All right, you did all these things that kept you down. All right, that did all these things that kept you down, and to continue to do these things to continue to speak as a child, man, and do childish things. All right, but once you come into this truth, you realize things that you have done, that they were just vexation of spirit and it's folly. All right, I'll get that real quick too. All right, because once you come to this truth, you realize that these things is gonna come to naught anyway. All right, that's why it's better to pull out that old man. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 14. "I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit." All right, so everything that's going on right now under the sun, man, is vexation of spirit. All right, everything that's going on the planet Earth, all right, Esau's kingdom, because it's first of all, it's defiled. All right, you can't even, you can't live a life here, man. This is because we're living in hell. This captivity is vexation of spirit. All right, women are out of order. All right, the man, so like the man's under the woman's over the man. All right, you gotta pay for everything, pay for rent, natural resources, GMO foods, chemtrails. All right, satanic vibrations everywhere you go. All right, everything is vexation of spirit, man. All right, because once you put off that old man, and once you come into this truth, realize that everything that's done here in Esau's kingdom, it's really vexation in spirit, man. And this place is gonna come to naught very very soon. All right, but going back to the point, once you become that that new man, put off that old man, you start to do start to be righteous and start to live, start to live for Yahawashi. All right, and I read it one more time and get to the point. This is the book of 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. All right, so when you was in the world, you did things of the word. All right, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. Right, so when you was in the world, you did things, you thought of the word. All right, like I said, getting money. All right, having sex with other men's wives. Getting lineups. Eating pork. All those things, just things of the world. Because now people look at you, because once you come to this truth, people are gonna look at you weird. All right, because that's the part of putting out that old man and putting on that new one. All right, because once you come to the truth of Yahawashi, right, once you come back to this fold of who you are, people are gonna look at you like you crazy, man. All right, people are gonna look at you like you don't like you're a foreigner, like you're an alien. All right, because since they do things of the world and you don't, they look at you, like a goddamn freaking like a freaking unknown creature, man. Like you got fucking 4 arms. All right, because they do things of the world, man. Because they're still childs. Because they still think as a child and still speak as child. All right, they haven't taken off that old man. All right, because the ones that's gonna take off the old man is the elect. All right, and it says, continue on. It says, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. Right, man. So when you became a man, that means when you became to this truth. All right, once you had your pure mind stirred up, you know that you're an Israelite. You know who your people are as a nation. All right, once you became to this truth, once Bahasham, ordained you in this truth, all right, Lord willing, I'll be beamed up. I don't want to dissolve, be part of that number. All right, once you are been chosen by the Bahasham, all right, you put away those childish things. All right, because like it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, man, things are vexation of spirit. All right, once you put away childish things, all right, your eyes are gonna open up, man. You're gonna realize that in the world, man, it was all vain. All right, because once this place goes, man, because first of all, you can't take it with you when you die, man. All right, and that's one thing Jake don't think about. All right, because once Jake is out there, being wicked, speaking, doing things like a child, man. He doesn't think twice. All right, he just does it. All right, because Jake he doesn't think that the Lord is watching, man. But the Lord always watches. All right, and that's why I come to this truth, man. You realize that that the things you did were childish. All right, you realize that the iniquities that you have committed in being a wicked nigga in the world, man, all right, is very very childish. And coming to the truth, man, you put away those childish things. All right, I read one more time. 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. All right. So when you became a man, when you became to this truth, you put away those childish things. All right. You put away those childish acts. All right. This second Esdras 14 and second Esdras 14:14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. And what's that weak nature, man? That weak nature is that old man. All right, put away that weak nature, man. Put away that person who he was in the world, man, because that person was a demon. All right, that person took his life for naught, man. All right, that person, that old man who you were in the world, man, didn't think twice of the Lord Yahawashi. All right. Because Jake right now he doesn't think twice of what's going on, because Jake is so oblivious to what's going on in the world, because he's doing so much, he's doing so much wicked things. He's oblivious of the things that's going on. All right, but the Lord, since you're in the truth, all right, he opens your eyes up to what you did do, and now he made you non-oblivious to the things that are done here in Esau's kingdom. All right. So man, just put up that put up that weak man, because once you continue to grow, to spiritually grow in this truth, that weak man is gonna vanish away, man. All right. Because you know that weak man, all right, that weak man, all right, is like a defiled house. That weak man is like a sewer, man. All right, it's tainted, it's defiled. But once you put off that old man and come to this fold, this truth of Yahawashi, all right, that house, all right, is cleansed. All right, those demons are gone. Even though it's a spiritual battle, all right, those demons are gone. All right, because me and the brother Gabar, we talked about this earlier. Because once you were in the world, man, those demons, all right, you never thought twice about those being demons, all right? Because those demons were so on you, so heavy that you never thought, never thought to yourself that, hey, man, I got demons in me, right? But now that you're in this truth, all right, continue to put on this old man, you realize that you had demons on you, and now if a demon tries to get on you, realize that's a demon, all right? Because when you're in the world, you don't realize what's going on, man. You're oblivious, all right? You continue to do wickedly, all right? You don't care what's going on. You just care about weed, money, and pussy, man. Jake, man, really, cause that's all Jake. Jake is playing, man. Give him a blunt in the bitch, man. He's good, all right. This get one more done. I'm out. I have to actually get the address real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 16, and I start at 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High Yahawah is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts. Say the Lord power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Right, man. So when you like it says in the book of Corinthians, man, using the word you speak as a child. All right, but now that you stop hanging with the people, them 2/3. Now you stop. Now that you drop those habits. Now you drop that old man, and now that you becoming this fold. Now that you're in the truth. All right, now that you're consumed, and through the spirit and the power of Yahawashi, you put up that old man and start to consume your mind with these scriptures, man. You start to consume your mind with this truth. All right, you continue to, you let the Lord sup with you. All right, because you continue to put that old man and let the Lord Yahawashi sup with you, man. All right. I read one more time. 2nd Ezra 16, verse 76. And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, say the Lord power Yahawashi, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Right, man. So like I said, it's a lot. Like I said, man, once you come to this truth, this fold, all right, you realize that all those things came to naught, man. All right, you start to consume yourself in this this word, man. You start to get deeper in these scriptures, man. You start to have tunnel vision. You start that tunnel vision is always in your Yahawashi, and you let that old man go. All right, you don't let those sins weigh you down, man. That was in the world, man. It's like you don't let those sins that weigh you down when you was in the world. All right, because that old man's coming to naught. All right, so you continue to be in the scriptures, man. Continue to do the work. All right, continue to sup with Yahawashi so he can sup with you. All right, continue to renew your mind. Continue to pull out the old man. All right, because once this kingdom goes, I mean this Esau's kingdom goes. All right, our kingdom's gonna be in full effect. All right. Amen. So that was it, man. That was my lesson. All right, Lord willing, you brothers edified. All right. With that being said, I want to say, call Lord Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honor to the apostles of GMS that were above, the apostles and elders, starting with the apostles hard and down. And Shalawam to you, Achyms, that doing the work through spirit, power, and the name of Yahawashi, to seal the elect, followed by the 1/3 of Israel. All right, and amen. Continue to pull up the old man. All right, and continue to put on that new man. All right, because this place is defiled, man. It's vexation of spirit. All right, our kingdom is nigh, man. All right, with that being said, Shalawam. Endure, continue to endure. All right, pray more, fast more, and pray to retain those things. All right, pray for the things that you lack. All right, that being said, Shalawam. Death to America.